Hello, you awesome people, and welcome to another vlog. Didn't really think I would vlog, but then again, I got some stuff. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna vlog about that someday, and then another thing came up, and I was like, okay, I need to talk. I just need to tell you what I think. So let's begin, because it's gonna take quite a while. First off, let me just scroll up. I have my blog up, and it's in Swedish, so that is why I'm vlogging about it, because then I talk in English. Let's see now. I asked a question to Star Stable Entertainment again that I was a bit curious about. This is not gonna take long, because I felt like the answer is pretty. Of course, it is like that. But anyway, I asked them how they plan their updates, their future updates. How far does the planning stretch? Basically, yeah, that is basically what I asked. How do they plan it, and how far along is the planning? Like, is it yearly? Is it just a few months or something like that? And Tim from Star Stable Entertainment answered me once again. So they make this sort of roughly plan that is made for a year. A year, like, don't know quite. They did not say exactly when they sit down to make the yearly plan, but let's say that they do in the end of the year. That in the end of this year, though, they are going to sit down and plan for 2018. So they know what's basically gonna come up for this year. But then, so they have a rough plan that is yearly. But he also said that that a few of everyone leaders of all teams sit down and do like quarters of the year. You can sort of pretty much say like if during, like, before everyone went on vacation. They sat down to plan out what is going to be on every update during the summer, like June, July, August, and maybe September. Like, they planned it that, okay, we're gonna have these updates these months, and even plan what they are going to be working on behind the scenes. They are also planning those kinds of stuff, because while we get updates, it's not like but okay, we're done with that, now let's start with this one. Well, maybe a bit they do that, but let's face it, they have a lot of projects. Like, if we get one update, they have 4 others in the making already. So they make one update, and suddenly it's gone. And when that is gone, another one arrives. So they pretty much always have, like, a lot of projects going on. And so yeah, that is basically what he said. He also said that the yearly update, when they look back at what they have planned for the year, it rarely looks like it should have been. It's always been a few changes, like if the game has crashed a few weeks, and they have to fix all the bugs, and so they have to wait, and projects maybe takes a bit longer, or they release a project and it didn't work as it should be, then that takes a bit longer, so they have to push those update away and a bit of that away, and maybe even take one project, like, okay, we would have been releasing it this year, but let's release it next year instead. So yeah, it's pretty dramatic. It's really interesting, and as I said, I pretty much thought I realized that is probably the case, but it was interesting to hear that it really is how it turns out in the end. How it should be turning out. Like, it's always something that is just different, and they always take in a request and feedback from the community, and that occasionally change it. Like, if they get a request and they're like, oh, that is quite a small thing to actually fix, we can fix it right now, and like they've done it. And so yeah, that is basically, it was quite a short answer. I figured he couldn't really relieve that much information, since they want the updates to be secret every time. So yeah, but in case of updates, since they want it to be secret, they tend to want to release sneak peeks. And today, as I'm recording, is a Sunday, 7th of July 7th. Today we got a sneak peek, and it was a blurry video of someone galloping on a horse over the South Hoof fields. And well, there were a lot of guessing about what it would be. It was Hanoverian Hanover horse? I don't know. Tennessee walking horse, warm blood, thoroughbreds, all that jazz. And I was like, really? New horse already? We just got the Arabians this Wednesday, so we shouldn't be getting any more horses until August. Why did this come up? And then the other guessings. New updated starter horse. And oh my god, the community blew. No, it didn't really blow it, but it's like a ticking bomb. It really is a ticking little bomb because everyone has their own opinion about what should happen. We have the part of the community that says, yes, update this starter horse. It's so old, it's so square, it moves weirdly, and I don't want to use it. Update it, so maybe I will use it, or I will use it if you update it. And then we have the part that is like, no, it's so cute, it's so squarey, and it's how it's always been. Don't change it, please don't change it. If you change it, I hate you. That is basically that part. Now, I am in this part. I want them to update the horse. Like, really, really do. Because it's just... it's nothing compared to the new horses that comes into the game. It's just stiff and squarey and mechanical. It's cute. I do love my starter horse. I really do. And he can be pretty on some pictures, but... comparing to the new horses that is coming into the game, he is just no. And some might think it's cute. Well, yeah. Sorry, but no. There's also that one little group. This I did not know, but there's this one little group that actually thinks that Star Stable Entertainment won't change the starter horse ever. Because of all the hard jobs. Now, there I'm going to burst your bubble, because I don't believe there is anything in the game that is not changeable in some way. That they won't change. Because I feel like if the change is is good enough that it is because of the success of the game that there's going to be more development in the game, even if it is such hard work, if it needs to change, believe you me, they will put in the work for it. Like one of the example is the home stables. Like we had a bit of a shithole, I'm sorry to say, but the old home stables that we had were just a barn, basically, that we just stuffed our horses in, and it was small and not really as good as the ones we have today. And that development to make those home stables, it took a long time, like really long time. I don't know how long, but I can't believe it took, like, we got the sneak peeks and it took months between the sneak peeks until we actually got to my stables. So that is why, if you don't believe they're gonna change anything, everything is changeable in the game. And let's face it, Star Stable Online is a game that needs to bring in more people. Like, it needs new players to be able to go forward. Well, actually, they need money to be able to go forward and develop and stay in the business, stay in the market. And if they won't change, well, no new players might come. And the faithful players that they already have will get tired and leave. Even the naggy ones that say that it's so good when it's all like this and it never changes, all swell. In the end, they will leave as well, if nothing changes. It's just... Oh, I was feeling like I was going to be so focused on how I'm going to say it. I wrote it all down very well in my blog, but my blog is in Swedish, so you don't know what it explains. Basically, if we take another game, like World of Warcraft, it has been around for, I believe, 11 years now. When it started, it did not look like it did today. It does today. It actually it looked like crap 11 years ago, if I have to say. Also, they have a few people, according to my brother, that says it was a lot better before. But that market the World of Warcraft is in has a lot of other games that is a lot the same. Like, actually, they're all basically the same. I don't know why. Well, anyway, they're all the same. And so they need to develop to be able to conquer, to be able to I need to find a word, to be able to compete with the other games in the market. And if they did not develop, it would be gone. We would not have World of Warcraft today. We would have some other game that everyone was playing, and then if that didn't develop, then it would be gone as well, and we would have some other game to play instead. Then what is the thing with online games if they just kept going away? Now, Star Stable Online doesn't really have that much of a competition in the market, since it has its very special and focus group, and it's going very well for them. For I know, they have 400,000 new players a month. 400,000 new players a month starts just keep coming into the game. And well, then you think like, then why do they have to change? They keep getting new players, then why change? Well, if they didn't change and nothing really happened, those wouldn't be coming. Nope. And well, it has been said that it would maybe have been more than 400,000 new players if we had a new updated Starter Wars. Yeah, this Starter Wars we have today scare off players, and I can't really blame them. Can't really blame them at all. But yeah, so that is how it is today. And so I asked myself the question, what Star Stable Entertainment probably asked themselves. Not change the horse or anything in the game and keep our faithful players, or develop the game and change stuff that looks a bit old and get new players. I have to admit, it wasn't it's not. We want to keep our faithful players, of course. They are the ones that keeps bringing the. They are the ones who blogging and doing the YouTubing and everything and that. But so can also the new players do. The new players that comes into the game and feel like, oh my god, this game is amazing. Look at the horses, they're beautiful, and oh, look at the world, is so beautiful, and look at pictures and how it looked before, and go like, ugh, oh, well, good that it changed that. Well, I have to be. It's not hard for Star Stable Entertainment to make the decision to actually develop the game and get new players. Because as I said, the faithful players may not always be faithful. They might leave because nothing changes in the game. So yeah, that is basically it. That is like a short version of how I just basically blabbed in my blog. A lot of blah 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 blah. So yeah, I want them to change the starter horse. You might really hate that I do. That I'm one of those people that is really rooting for it, and you might be that person that really wants the starter horse to be as it was. That is okay for you. Everyone should have their own opinion, really. But one thing that I ended my blog with is that we all should ask ourselves before we decide what should be happening to the game. What is good for Star Stable Entertainment and the game? Is it better for them to develop and get new players, or is it better not to develop? That is basically, we have to really think about that this is a business that needs to get money, and they need to succeed in the game, and if they don't, then maybe we won't have a game at all. So yeah, I hope you think about that before you go like, it should all be like it was before. What if we thought about society about like that? I'm so happy I do know that there are a lot of people that do think like it was better before. And thankfully they are not empowered right now. But yeah. I feel like we just really been babbling a lot, but I hope you got to know some of my idea what I want for you to think of, to really sit back and feel like, am I sure one should be able to see their own opinion, but think about the game and how it should really be moving forward and not standing in one place. So yeah. I think that is all I have to say right now. It's not much that happening otherwise around. For what I know, maybe we're not getting an updated horse. That was a sneak peek of completely something else, and we're all like, "Wow, this is something else," or something else to nag about. But other than that, we will just have to see what this sneak peek is about. But yes, as I said, think about what I've been saying, even though I've been probably very like, I have no idea what you're talking about because you're like all over the place. But yeah, that is basically who I am. But hopefully you're thinking about it. I should end it here now. But remember, people, even though you do have your own opinion and I have my own opinion, we're all awesome, especially you. So stay awesome, as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!